Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are here to check in with our budget for the first week of March. So in front of me, I've got my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. This is the planner that our family really loves to use for budgeting, just organizing and maintaining all of our finances and everything like that. I have this open to the monthly spread where I like to track my transactions. I do color coding using these Planner Kate budget stickers. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. We've had quite a lot go on in the past week or so. So let's go ahead and take a look. So the first thing we're going to track is grocery. And for grocery this week, we had two transactions. Get that back in there. So we've got Costco for $146.39, and then we've got fries for $119.90, which brings us at $266.29. And the way that we are doing our cash envelopes right now are like variable expenses like grocery and gas and family fund money and personal money, all that kind of stuff, is we are taking out cash on the first and the third paycheck of every month. So we have a $600 grocery budget. So essentially what we're doing is we're taking out $300 for the first half of the month and then $300 for the last half of the month. So that's kind of the way that we've got things set up, and we're going to see how it goes for us. So like I said, we spent $266.29, and out of $600 we've got $333.71 remaining. So not too bad. We've got about $33 or so for the second week of March, but we should definitely be good. We're really only going to need to get produce for this upcoming week before we take out cash again on the 15th. So we're in really good shape there. I'm not at all worried. So we'll mark those off because we did track those transactions. And then the next thing we'll look at is our household. So I'm explained this in, gosh, what was it? Maybe it was my EVERYDOLLAR video that I posted yesterday, but we did decide to again separate food and household products. What essentially led to that decision was, you know, sometimes there are months where we hardly need any household products. Other months we need a ton. And if we need a ton, then that really does take away a lot from our food budget, our grocery budget. So I really just wanted to separate them to kind of give us some more wiggle room with our groceries and things like that. We could have just increased this grocery budget, but for me it's a mental thing. Like if it's more categorized, I feel like I stick to it better. Whereas if I were to just increase our budget, our grocery budget overall to like $680, I feel like, I don't know, it works out the same in the end both ways, but I don't know, it's just a mental thing. You have to do what works best for you, but I think this will work really well for us for now. So with household, we're giving ourselves $40 on the first paycheck of the month and then $40 on the third paycheck of the month, so $80 total for the month, and that should be plenty. And what we plan to do is if there are months where we don't use all of our household money, we'll let it roll over into the next month in case we end up needing a ton of stuff that next month. We do get a lot of our household items from Costco. For example, we get our toilet paper, our paper towels, our laundry detergent, some of our cleaners, like all that kind of stuff we get from Costco. So, and buying it in bulk is great because you save some money a bit, but it's expensive if you have to get all those things at once, you know? So we had one transaction at Costco for $18.49, and I believe that was just for toilet paper. And then we got a couple things at Fry's like shampoo, conditioner, some face wash, things like that. And that was $38.36. So we spent, oops, I almost wrote it there, $38.36, and we have a total of $80 budgeted for the month, so we still have $41.64 remaining. As far as gas is concerned, I do not believe, yeah, we did not have any gas transactions at all. Let me mark off the household ones before I forget. So gas was $0, which means we still have our $200 remaining there. I know one of our cars will need to be filled up this upcoming week. The other one we might not have to fill up at all. So we might be under budget for gas this month, which would be really nice. We don't have any big trips or like a ton of driving planned. So family fun's the next category, and those are going to be our turquoise stickers. And we went on a family outing on Friday. My husband called out of work that day, and we went to go see How to Train Your Dragon with my daughter. It was her very first time going to a movie in the theaters, and it was so much fun. I feel like 4 is just the perfect age for that. I feel like if we had taken her when she was a little younger, she wouldn't have been able to sit through everything, but she like loved it. We got her a little icy, and we got her popcorn and some little treats and things like that. And the theater that we go to has the recliners, so she was just in awe of the entire experience, and it was so much fun. And the movie ended up being really good, the new How to Train Your Dragon movie. So if you have little ones and you like those movies, I highly recommend going to see it because it was really good. Okay, so as far as those transactions are concerned, we had one from Target. Those were our candies that we got because I do sneak in candy. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pay $5 for Milk Duds. I just refuse. They still get our business because we still buy our drinks there and popcorn and stuff, but the candy prices are just outrageous, especially when you can go to Target and get a box of candy for like 99 cents, you know? So we spent a total of $58.65, and we have $160 budgeted for family fun. Oops. I did my little calculation too quick. Okay, hang on one second. 465 plus 22.5 plus 31.5, 58.65. And then 160. So we're taking out $80 on the first paycheck and $80 on the third. So that gives us like roughly $40 a week, somewhere around there. We'll have to make our third paycheck of the month stretch since there's an extra week technically in March, but that's not a problem. Okay, so we have $101.35 remaining. And I think we might go get sushi tonight. We'll have to see. We were talking about possibly doing that. Okay, and then pocket money. I know I had some transactions. So I had Target. I got some new makeup from Target. I also got, gosh, what was that at Fry's? Was that, oh, it was lipstick. It was lipstick I couldn't find. I was looking for this Maybelline Baddest Beige. I saw one of the beauty gurus on YouTube use it, and it looks like such a pretty color, but they were completely out of it at Target. I did find it at Fry's though, which was kind of crazy. And then I took my daughter to the zoo on Monday, and we went on a train ride, which was ridiculously expensive. It's $6 per ticket for like an 8-minute train ride, but she loved every second of it, so it was well worth it. And then I also got her some ice cream, so that's what that was. So it was $36.87. $36.87. And we have $80 budgeted for the month for pocket money. So I have $43.13 remaining. So that takes care of our variable transactions. And then let me make sure I've marked off everything. I always forget to check this off. Oh, and to kind of explain our miscellaneous expenses. So every month going into the month, we're going to kind of go through a checklist of what we might need for the month that's kind of random, like clothing or gifts or house maintenance things, car maintenance things, stuff like that. I have some reoccurring, you know, annual bills that come out or biannual bills or whatever they might be. So I list that all out here, and the green is the miscellaneous transactions, and I sort of check them off over here too when they're paid. And then the other place I sort of track them is through my weekly budget, which I've got right here. And we're gonna go through this and go over everything that's come out and all that. So we paid our HOA, that was $104. Pretty much all these bills were exactly as budgeted because I had already received the bills for them. So $31 for Southwest Gas, and all of them came out today pretty much. For gas, we did set aside the $200. For cash, we took out a little bit more because we increased a couple categories, not by a ton, but by a little bit. So we increased, let's see, we increased family fun from $120 to $160. So we took out $40 extra there. And then we also increased our pocket money from $60 to $80 each. So we took out another $40 there, I believe. So we actually took out $580 in cash. So there's that. Amazon Prime was $129.47. Our other transactions, which were the buffer, and actually I should have put Amazon Prime in there as well, but that's okay. I just sort of goofed on that. So that included the landscaping over here and then the buffer, and that was for $297.55. Oh, and I just realized, I was like, I think I did the math wrong on this. And I did. So actually for the cash, we took out, because instead of 30, we took out 40. So we took out 20 extra for pocket money, and then we took out 20. So it was actually 540, not 580. I knew I did that wrong, like right after I wrote it. So let me just fix that real quick. We decided to increase these categories basically because we can, and you know, we're still going to accomplish our goals because we've projected everything out, but they're just more realistic for us. Like, I think it gives us a little bit more breathing room. So, and that whiteout is totally flaking off. Geez. Okay, there we go. So it's actually $540 that we took out. And then for our snowball, we put an extra penny because the paycheck I received was 1 penny more than what I thought. So that extra penny went to the snowball. And then we had no unbudgeted items. So this was even. This was, let's see, $40 over. And then even, and I hate putting this in red because it's not like a bad thing, but we're technically 1 cent more than what we had planned there. So we're over budget by $40.01. And our actual spending, just to double check things, 104 plus 93.69 plus 31 plus 325 plus 200 plus 540, 129, 47, 297.55, and then 337.27. So total spending was $1,737 36.23. So if we subtract this from this number, it should equal that number. So 40.01. And right on the money, 1696.22. So we are good to go there. So that is our week 1 budget. Whew, I feel like this screen is like really white at the moment. I'm using natural light and everything. So this is all coming in through my window, which is really nice. But yeah, so that is basically how the first week went. Not a bad week at all. I'm pretty happy with things, and I feel like taking the cash out on the first and third week of the month is really going to help us stay on track. I'm pretty happy with that system. We're going to stick to it for the rest of the month, see how it goes, and I have good feelings about it. I think we'll, I personally think it's going to work really well. So anyways, guys, if you have any questions at all, leave those down below for me. Everything that I use for budgeting is always linked in the description box down below, along with coupon codes that you can use to order any of the products that you might want to use for your own budget. And then if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button so you catch all of my future videos. I do post Monday through Saturday at noon Arizona time. So that is pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.